Hello everyone and welcome back to 4KB Shorts Let's Play of Kerbal Space Program. Today we're doing something a little bit different. We are going to design, or I am going to design for you, a reusable, or hopefully reusable, satellite. And you're probably thinking to yourself, what the hell do you mean reusable? Well, reusable in the sense that one MapSat satellite can in fact map every planet in the solar system. So I was thinking to myself, why the hell not? Now, I haven't forgotten our brave Kerbols up on Laythe. I have not forgotten them. I know that they're stuck there inside the Laythe stand going, by God, he's forgotten us. He's never going to come save us. What the hell do we do? No, I have not forgotten them, I promise. This is actually part of this, or the reason for this, is because of them. Yes, it is actually because of them, because I don't want to leave them up there by themselves. I don't want to leave them hanging, you know, without any help or nothing. Because of that, I wanted to take a MapSat to them. Now, I built the Laythe stand before and launched it before I had put together. That's what I wanted to do. See, I'm thinking with my head. Anyway, I had put together that system, or the Laythe stand, before I had the ISA MapSat downloaded for 18 or 0.18.2 or 0.1. Anyway, you know what I mean. And because of that, I had missed out on the ability to, you know, put that together for them, to put the GPS system on there. So even if I were to map Laythe, I wouldn't be able to see where they're located. Well, that got me to thinking there would be a sort of a rescue mission of sorts, to deliver another Kerbal to Laythe. And so I was going to do a dual launch where I could deliver both a MapSat and a Kerbal to Laythe. And then I crashed the rocket like 20 times just trying to get it off the platform. And I thought, okay, I'm trying too much too quickly. That's not going to work. So I'm going to do this in stages, and this is going to be stage 1. So stage 1, and if you notice I am using this docking link here, I'm hoping this will work for us, but stage 1 is going to be the ISA MapSat. This is not what it's going to look like, but this is going to be part of it. And what the ISA MapSat is going to consist of, at least initially, is this docking ring here, docking body, docking platform, a fuel tank, not that fuel tank, that fuel tank, a little big, but I'm not sure I want to use the tiny fuel tank, this one. Well, that kind of works, I guess. I mean, it is just a MapSat, right? It doesn't really have to do much. And for the moment, now I have to design this for several things. Like, this can go in, I mean, I can put this in to Kerbal orbit, boom, done. And just flies around and maps Kerbin. Okay, cool. But then I want to push this out to the moon. And I want to map the moon. And then I'm thinking from there, if I can push this thing out to Laythe, out to Jool, out to those planets. See what I'm thinking? Yeah, see? So, because of that, I'm wondering if I should have the bigger tank on there, or if I should just keep the whole thing light with this tiny tank. So I'm kind of debating back and forth on that. But I think for now, I'll keep the tiny tank, and I'll just put this little engine on there. Little maneuvery type engine, only does, you know, 50 max power. Better than this tiny little thing. Nah, no, not a big fan of that one. So, and then I gotta figure out, like, it's going to be pushed, right, or towed in some way, and so I have to figure out a way to build a docking, towing, pushing device that will push this, and I put this on here. But this, if I were to dock something to this and push it, it would have to be perfectly symmetrical on both sides. If it wasn't perfectly symmetrical, the rocket that was pushing it would be like all off center and wobbly and just crappy, which is why I tend to do things top to bottom. So I'm wondering if I should take that off and put. Wait a minute. Wait. No. I took that off and now my mind blanked. Oh god. Yeah, just like plop one of these guys on there. We'll go with Mushroom Hat again. That's kind of cute. I really wish there was a way I could wire this thing in better, because the brain is just, it's there, but it's not really there, you know? So annoying. I really wish. Yeah, so I still haven't had a chance to use that yet, which is really bad. Okay, for the Whoop. That's not what we wanted. For the moment, we need to do the panels. I think these are Model A. I think Model A are the right model. So we're going to do those. It needs a battery. Needs a battery for fun. So we'll put a battery on. There's a battery. Okay, cool. Battery. What else do we need? I gotta put another battery on there, you know, just for giggles. Just like, because I like these batteries. They're kind of cute. Oh, and I want. Aha! Yeah, see, forgetting and remembering and forgetting and remembering. It hasn't been that long since I played Kerbal. There we go. Oop, too low. There we go. One mech jeb, 2 batteries, 2 solar panels, looking awesome. I just really wish there was a better. I wonder. I'm having a thought. That's a bad thought. It needs to dock. It absolutely needs to dock, so I need something like this. And I hate that. Well, I don't know. He looks kind of like a little dude, doesn't he? He kind of does. Kind of looks like a little dude. And you know what I just realized? What's the point of a map site without the sat part? Yeah, I'm learning. Okay, so there's that. I wonder if I should replace this with mech chip. That would be a better idea. So we have this big 500 point battery there, and we'll just put mech jeb here. Like so. And he'll be opposite the map sat unit. And there's a little guy, you know, not perfect, a little ugly. But he only weighs 1.84 tons, right? And if nothing else, I can push this guy around space, right? That's what he's there for? Do we push around space? Yeah. Okay, well, what should we call this little guy? That's important. It's important that we call this little guy something. And I'm looking at it, and once again I'm doing that thing where I'm like, what am I forgetting? I don't need SAS because it's tiny and it doesn't have any thrusters. I don't need thrusters or RC, you know, I don't need RCS thrusters or RCS fuel. I don't need a GPS unit because it is the map sat. I don't need a parachute because it's not landing. Fuel tank, fuel, and battery, and I think I have everything. I think I'm just being paranoid. Okay, so because he looks like a little dude, I'm not sure what kind of dude he looks like. He looks like a little mushroom guy, kind of. But he does map stuff. A mushroom guy who does map stuff. He looks like a little backpack guy, actually, doesn't he? He looks like he got a little backpack. He's like, I'm gonna go backpacking. We'll call it the rucksack. I know, it's not great, it's not glorious, it's not super funny, but he honestly looks like a little backpacking dude with a funny mushroom hat. And I'm okay with that. So, we're going to go ahead and get the rucksack a ride into orbit. I'm going to go ahead and build that. And because I don't want to waste your guys' time with that, I will do that behind the scenes. Ooh, the magic of time skip. Yes, and once that is done, we will take them out to the wonderful launch pad and try to get our rucksack up into space without blowing the little guy up. Like that's never going to happen. Alright, so I will see you guys there. Okay everybody, super quick. Here's what we're going to be launching the rucksack on. Very simplistic rocket, very simplistic design, stolen immensely from 1FJeff. Once again, go watch his channel, awesome guy. Asparagus system and whatnot. Hopefully it can get our 1.887 some odd pounds into orbit without too much difficulty. And MechJeb is lying to me because that needs to be there. So we have 2.64 lift, not great, but I'm just trying to get into orbit around Kerbal right now. Not too concerned about flying to Jool or anything. So this is a Kerbal only rocket. So let's get out there on the launch pad and see if we can get this thing into the sky. Okay everyone, here we are outside. No Kerbols piloting, so we don't have to say hello to any Kerbal. Kerbols. So, oh wow, look how low that is, 60, oh, that's debris I think. I would hope, it's only 60, 70 kilometers up, that's gotta be debris from something. I don't know if that is Minmus. I'm really curious if that's Minmus or my space station. Honestly, I think it's Minmus, and so before we fly up there, and you know it's a very simple rocket, but before we fly up there, I want to see what that is. I want to see if that's Minmus, or if that's something else. So there's the sun, so that would mean if it is Minmus, it's over that way, right? Okay, yeah, so that's Minmus that we're seeing in the sky there. I was kind of hoping, and I don't know if they actually, if you can do it or not. I was kind of hoping you could see like your space stations and stuff, like the short stack's about to fly overhead, and I was like, wouldn't it be so awesome if you could like look up and see your space station fly overhead? But it is 200,000 meters up, so you might see it, you might not. I don't know. There might be something up there. Maybe that dot is it. I don't know if you can see that dot. I can barely see that dot, but there's a little white dot. There might just be something on my screen. I think it's something on my screen. Okay, we'll ignore that for now. But there's Minmus, nice in the sky, a little star in the sky. But yeah, so let's get this thing up in the sky now that I'm done wasting your time. Alright, nice launch. Unless something really psychotic happens, this should be a pretty uneventful flight, so I will see you guys in orbit. You know what, everyone? I'm sort of in orbit here, and I realized... Anyone else want to see... Anyone else realize what I did? Yeah? You see it now? A nice equatorial orbit. In order to map a planet, you need a polar orbit. So, I know this thing can make it into space, but I'm going to go ahead and have to relaunch the flight really quick and get us into a corrective polar orbit. So, I will go ahead and skip all that until I get into that orbit for you guys. And, yay, a good first start, right? Exactly. Okay, everybody, back up here where we belong in an orbit that we can kind of call nice. Two things I want to do, of course, is one, I want Mechanical Jeb to do a normal plus burn, please. And what we're going to do here is we're going to try to straighten this a little bit, I think. I may have to do it on the planar, like right here. So before we do that, let's do a prograde burn. And because I find that with the ISA MapSat mod, which is, you know, really a really nice mod, I don't know what its maximum range is. And what I like to do is the higher up you are, the larger the swath, as you can call it, becomes. And I believe that in 0.17 I was able to get up to like 300,000. And I'm kind of debating on if I want to go that high. Globular cluster. I'm kind of debating if I want to go that high, or if I just want to kind of wait, or go, because this is at like 171,000, so maybe we'll go to 200,000. You think? I like the idea of going to 200,000. This unfortunately is only at like 84 meters, which isn't, or 82,000 meters, which isn't great, but is helpful enough. Okay, let's go ahead and burn up. Whoa, that's fast. That's fast. Let's get that to 300,000. I'm wondering if we should get this up to 500,000. What do you guys think? 500,000? See if Jeb can, or if the MapSat can actually see at 500,000. 295 by 312. Can like see at that height? Let's find out. Let's see. I mean, we're going to the moon next anyway. I got a ton of fuel left that I'm not using for anything, so I don't see why we can't just go super duper wide, right? I don't think it can map out to 1,000,000. So let's do 50 times and see how... Wow, look at that. Look how wide that is now. And that's like not even really... That's only 350,000 up. Okay. So the MapSat seems to be doing okay. And there's our short stack floating around. I know I still haven't renamed it, you guys, because we haven't used it for anything. Totally my fault on that one because of the Laythe stand did not need it. I really wish it had, but it actually didn't need it. Okay, so yeah, 500,000 it can do. So we'll stick to 500,000 for now. I don't want to go too far out because I don't want it to suddenly not work anymore. Go ahead and let Mechanical Jeb do his thing. Still 11 Mechanical Jeb, can't get over it. So yeah, ooh, look at that, way high up. Look at all the rivers and... You know, you spend all your time trying to get out into space and you forget to look back down at the planet that you're coming from, right? I mean, it didn't used to be much to look at, but now it's getting super pretty, to the point where it's like you almost want to explore Kerbal, you know? You're just like, hey, let's go to the North Pole and see what's there. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll take a trip to the North Pole, but for now we're doing this. We're close to that. There, look at that. Almost perfect. So 500,000 meters on both sides, and we will be mapping Kerbal for 0.18, and hopefully if 0.19 comes out, it won't be just after I map this silly ass planet, or you know, several planets. Like I mapped Ike and Duna and the moon and Kerbal, and then they're like, hey, new mod or new version out, all of your old stuff doesn't work anymore, and it's like, oh crap. So You guys aren't going to have to be here for this whole mapping thing, but I will bring you back as soon as it's done. So that's going to take a little bit of time. But, you know, for you it's going to be just like bloop, and there we are. Okay guys, I've been orbiting for a little bit, and it looks like 500,000 is the limit for the ISA mapsat, because I stopped getting map data like right after we crossed the 500,000 threshold. So 500,000 is it. After that, data gone. So I'm going to have to bring us back down a little bit. I'm not going to worry about having you guys be around for that, because I doubt anything will go horribly wrong, because I'm using MechJev for most of it. But a big heads up for those who were curious. Yes, ISA mapsat maximum range appears to be either 450 or 500,000 meters. I'm thinking it's 400, or I'm thinking it's 500,000. So we're going to bring us down to about 400,000 or 450,000 to get maximum amount of mappage in the shortest amount of time. So I will see you guys when we're done. Alright everyone, it turns out that 400,000 meters or 450,000 meters is actually too high. I found myself orbiting basically the same area over and over and over again, so I had to bring my orbit back down to about 300,000 meters, and that seemed to be the money spot. It didn't take too long, only about 1 Kerbal day, and I was able to map the whole thing, and look how pretty it looks, like no real black spots or anything. This is really nice. And of course, as always, lots of anomalies. As a matter of fact, I think there are more anomalies here than there were in 0.17, so there's even stuff here on Kerbal to explore that maybe we should build an airplane for. Maybe. Depends. Right now, we're still concentrating on the rucksack and getting the rucksack out to the moon, and then from there, maybe out to Laythe. Well, that's... what is that? Oh, that is Laythe. Out to the moon, and then out to Laythe. So that would be the end for now. So once again, I would like to thank you all for joining me, 4 Kilobyte Short, on this Let's Map of Kerbal Space Program. And I will see you next video.